In today's gaming news, Bungie prepares Destiny for the Dark Below, the Halo Master Chief Collection is still broken, and Star Citizen's latest ship is selling for $350. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. This is Force here with your day's gaming news. First up today, Bungie is preparing Destiny for its upcoming expansion, The Dark Below. In a recent update, we saw numerous balances to various exotic weapons, as well as changes to vendors and some exploit fixes as they prepare for next week's Tuesday, December the 9th launch of The Dark Below. Now, The Dark Below is going to be adding a whole host of new things, including brand new weapons and gear, new PvP map, new stories missions, 2 new strikes, and a brand new raid. I specifically just wanted to touch on this stuff because I hopped into Destiny this afternoon. I thought, oh, the expansion's coming out next week, I should get ready. I did a mission and just thought, ugh. I was not motivated to do it. And I think this really all sort of drives home the fact that the biggest problem, as we've talked about in the past with Destiny, is the lack of content. And I'm just really hoping that The Dark Below adds enough content to reinvigorate it. Because when I was playing Destiny, I really loved it. Again, as I've touched on before, I love the gameplay. It's a very solid and very well put together shooter. It's fun to actually play. It's just a matter of, do I feel like there's enough to do? And some people will say yes, some people will say no. I'm on the side of the fence that's kind of saying no. Next up, it looks like the Halo Master Chief Collection is still broken 3 weeks after it's launched. The game came out on November the 11th and it is still broke to this day. Primarily, there are issues with matchmaking, including long wait times, and when you finally get in a game, getting uneven teams. And I've heard some crazy things like people joining up into ranked matchmaking and somehow ending up in Forge mode. Like, what? That doesn't even make any sense. So this whole thing was a monumental task, and it's a title that I'm still hoping to pick up in the future because multiple Halos in one game, that's something that I want. It seems like they weren't even close. Again, we are 3 weeks out from launch and it is still broken. People are still having huge problems with the multiplayer. Now, it's my understanding after talking to some people that it is a lot better than it was that first week of launch, but it's still not working. So it's just a whole mess of things, and it's really just something that I hope gets resolved sooner rather than later because yes, I would like to pick this up. I would like to play Halo the Master Chief Collection, but as of now, I'm gonna steer clear. And last up in news today, I wanted to talk about Star Citizen. This is a game that I've had a lot of people request me covering, and what I want to specifically talk about is one of the reasons why I've kind of been staying away from it. We have a brand new Star Citizen ship that is available for sale for $350. The Anvil Carrack is an exploration ship that you can buy right now for $350. It's actually unavailable to use in any of the current Star Citizen modules, but it will be available in the future. But you can spend money on it now, and when you do buy it, you're gonna get lifetime insurance on the ship. So what does any of this have to do with my lack of coverage of Star Citizen? Well, it's primarily that it's scary. Really. Call me a wuss, but it's terrifying. Every time I look into Star Citizen, I hear these astronomical numbers, and you hear about this, $350 for a ship. That's not even the high end. There are packages, as far as I'm aware, of upwards of $2,500. That's insane, and I'm not here to, bash the developer or to say people spending that kind of money is stupid, because financially, in terms of numbers, it is much higher, but it's really no different than pre-orders or Kickstarter backing or any of these things where we're putting money into a product before it's complete. It's not that aspect that upsets me. I don't care how people spend their money. I don't care. The developer, of course, they want money because they need money to develop their game. That's the route that they're going. It's just, to me as an outsider, anytime I've ever been interested in jumping into and learning more about Star Citizen, I see these crazy numbers for these digital ships, and I'm just like, I don't know if this is an economy. I don't know if this is an ecosystem that I want to become involved in. I mean, I know that you can buy into like these low-end $30, $45 packages, and you're going to get a base level ship, but what's that experience going to be for me versus someone who spent $2,000 on some crazy ship? Again, I don't know. I haven't done enough research, and really it's just a matter of education. But the reason I haven't done enough research is because up front on its face, it's a scary proposition, and I know that there are people out there who share that sentiment with me. When you read these articles about these crazy numbers of things that you can buy and just how much it costs, a lot of people are just like, screw that game. I don't want to get involved with it, which it's a shame because there's a lot of really seemingly interesting things going on with Star Citizen. Now, this is not to say that I will never dive in and learn more and potentially cover Star Citizen in the future. It's just to say that from the outside looking in, it looks a little sketchy. That's all I'm saying. And also, as an aside, I do realize that these are things that you can purchase in the game. You don't need to spend real money on it. But God, how long is that grind going to be, huh? I don't even want to think about it. All right, guys, that is going to do it for today's episode of The Feed. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to comment in the comment section below about any of the topics discussed here today. The Dark Below coming out next week. Are you going to be hopping back into Destiny? And are you looking forward to it? The Halo Master Chief Collection, have you been playing it? Is matchmaking working for you? And how do you feel about Star Citizen's astronomical, pun intended, ship prices? Let me know in the comment section below. Once again, this has been Force, and you have just been force-fed. Look, I'm not one to judge someone spending money on a game. I spent $250 on Hearthstone, for God's sakes. I spent over $100 on Arcade. I've spent money on games that are unfinished or just games that I've liked to play. I guess my concern here is I don't know if I like to play this, and it's just, it's so $2,500 for a digital spaceship? Is that not crazy to you or anyone? $2,500 for a digital spaceship. What?